Well, from Capitol Hill to just across the street at the Supreme Court. In a surprise 5-4 decision today, the High Court upholding a lower court's finding that the state of Alabama likely violated the Voting Rights Act. The court's ruling comes after the Republican-controlled legislature drew a congressional voting map with a single district in which black voters made up the majority. Those who brought the lawsuit noted how 27% of Alabama's population is black. The Chief Justice, John Roberts, who joined Brett Kavanaugh and the liberal justices on the court, writing the following, saying at one point, quote, "The concern that Section 2 may impermissibly elevate race in the allocation of political power within the states is, of course, not new." He goes on to say, "Our opinion today does not diminish or disregard these concerns. It simply holds that a faithful application of our precedents and a fair reading of the record before us do not bear them out here." To Scott.
Wow. I don't think they're going to look back at Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act, but this was a surprise decision. The reality is what Alabama did, they used a computer module. That wasn't good enough. And when you've got 30% population of African Americans and you got 7 districts, giving them 1 district where they're the majority is simply not enough. Arguably, it ought to be 3 out of those 7 or maybe more, it just depends. But the power of this decision is what the impact it's going to have on other southern states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Texas, or whatever states that are pending in the federal circuits right now or before the Supreme Court. We'll have to see. But they wrote this opinion to message those other jurisdictions that are Republican-driven and Republican-driven.
Scott said, wow. You say what?
Well, yeah, so the Supreme Court precedent that Chief Justice Roberts mentioned actually says the way that you do it is not look at the percentage of African Americans in a state and then award seats and then draw a district based on race around them. Like, you absolutely do not do that. And so there's this tension, right, where you have the Voting Rights Act that says that you can't discriminate on the basis of race, and so you have to have maybe some minority majority districts, but we have a colorblind constitution. We have the 14th Amendment. And isn't there a tension? Isn't there a stress? And I guess the justices were just not willing to resolve it. So we still have that stress to be resolved another day.
Had to be pretty bad, though, for that Supreme Court with that 6-3 majority to strike it down.
Two of the conservative justices siding with the liberal side of the court.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.